put him in as a front three up against Liverpool and allow that front three with Sancho and Elanga just to run at Liverpool as they were. And that's when he was at his best. And I thought that's when you saw some of the enjoyment of his football come back. Now, again, I spoke about the 2 games in between, but this, against better opposition, where you have that room to run in behind, where the first thought of the opponent isn't just to drop to the 18-yard box, that's where Rashford, I think, relishes that opportunity to get him behind. That confidence that he got from that Liverpool game and that Erik ten Hag keeps patting him on the back with, I think you see. A little bit of fortune with the finish for that second goal. But it was taken with a confidence that we have not seen from Marcus Rashford for at least a couple of seasons.
Is Jules waiting?
Jules is waiting.
Can I just say something quick? Just say something quickly before...
He gets paid if he doesn't see him score anyway, he doesn't mind.
Jules, just Jules, if I was you, I'd just pull the plug out. Tell our boss there's a technical problem. You'll get paid. I've done it before. It was many years ago. I got away with it. I was in London.
Here it's tricky in the studio.
Going back to just a quick point.
Yeah.
What Shaq said, he wasn't sure about whether he had the stomach, Ten Hag, to make the big decisions. I was sure, right? And I'm not trying to be smart, I'm not generalising, but in a sense I am. The Dutch people that I worked with, and this is their mentality, maybe not every single one, but the bulk of them, is the coaches and players that I worked with at Celtic and Chelsea are so single-minded. Yeah, they're great teammates and coaches and blah, 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 all that sort of stuff, fine. But when they make a decision, it's them. It's about them. It's about the team. Hullet had no problem doing it, whether it was good or bad, or it affected me. Janssen was the same. If it wasn't working, he cut you. And I think for me, that's one of the big success stories in Dutch football is when it's not working for them, generally their managers are very ruthless. They will make decisions. And I don't think Ten Hag, well, I think he's already shown, but I don't think it was in doubt he was going to make decisions.
And one of the big decisions he made, of course, Jules, is spending 100 million on Anthony. It's going to take a bit of time to adapt to the Premier League.
You consider that he hadn't played for 3 weeks and trained once with United, didn't train much with Ajax before, in the few days leading into the deal. For him to play an hour like we saw today, I mean, the goal, of course, outside of the goal, there's a few good touches, but you can still tell that he's very short of match fitness, that he also needs to get used to the environment, to get used to the new teammates and all of that. But already the quality, the way he took his goal, okay, you can say that it's an easy goal because he only has to beat the keeper, really. And I think Ramsdale maybe comes out very quickly and it's actually quite easy for the quality of a player like Anthony to score that goal. But to start at home like this with a goal, to send your team on the path of victory like that, I think was obviously very, very promising and very positive.
He looks shy, doesn't he? Did you see the bit before he scored the goal where he was showboating a little bit with it and he wasn't going anywhere?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Yeah.
And I've no doubt, obviously, as Jules mentioned, he's behind in the fitness, he's behind in the match sharpness. That's all going to come. We'll see what he's like. I think he's already shown his finishing is pretty decent. We'll see what he's like when he's got to take people on one-on-one, but that'll come with fitness. But it's a perfect start for him.
But it didn't look like the shirt was heavy or that price tag was heavy on
Give
him.
it time. Harry Maguire didn't look like that when he first put a United strip on. But no, look, he's a talented player, but just talent alone's not going to get it done, right? It's end product. That was great today in terms of end product. But I go back to it. My point being is it's not so much the build-up play. The ponderous pedestrian build-up play, I don't think is going to get United that far. But that ball, the passage of play, and it happened more than once, where Eriksen, because he's got a cast, it's McTominay at the moment, and by the way, he's not going to be an easy player to leave out, McTominay, at the moment. Wouldn't have said that a few weeks ago or last season. But he's not going to be easy to be left out for Casemiro because he's playing so well and he's mobile. But eventually it'll be Casemiro and one other. But the way Eriksen roams about, but it's the ability for a fullback to play the ball and for you not to take a touch and put it off to the side or go back, to whip it round the corner quickly. It's almost undefensible. It's indefensible. Was undefensible a word?
No, but I was going to let it go.
It is.
I was
Well, it's not like you to let it go.
I was going to let it go. You're in your flow.
I should have went with hard to defend. It's hard to defend from a midfield, and it's even harder to defend from a back four. Because once that happens, Rashford can just bend a run or make a run, and the defence have no time to get set. And I thought that was the difference today, the way that Eriksen and Fernandes linked up gave that front three the ability to get in behind.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.